1,000 feet above sea level, in the California mountains, is equipped with the world's largest reflecting telescope. Its immense concave mirror intensifies the light from the farthest star 1,000 times. A special roadbed 45 miles long had to be laid to transport to the observatory this mirror, which measures more than 16 feet across. The Mount Palomar telescope can probe the universe to a point 4 billion light years away.
1 light year is expressed in terms of miles by a 6 followed by 12 zeros. The nebulae photographed here are 2 billion light years from the Earth, or in miles, the figure 12 followed by 21 zeros.
The giant eye of Mount Palomar can see billions of stars in the heavens. Today, scientific investigators the world over are absorbed by a fascinating question. On how many of these stars could life exist?
We know, for instance, that in our galaxy alone, as many as 50 million stars could support a highly developed form of life. It's quite possible that our own planet, at some remote moment in its past, had a visitor from one of these 50 million stars.
The world-renowned rocketry expert, Wernher von Braun, has stated,
I hold as a definite probability the existence of not only animal and vegetal life in the infinite reaches of the universe, but also that of intelligent beings.
Professor Hermann Oberth, the father of interplanetary travel, told us this.
I believe that it's possible for unknown foreign beings of a superior intelligence to have visited our planet at a remote point in time. Scientists are quick to adopt a negative attitude towards new ideas. When the railroad was invented, they protested that humans were incapable of withstanding speeds of over 20 miles an hour.
The Russian scientist Kazantsev, member of the Moscow Academy of Natural Science, asserts,
to the question of whether extraterrestrial beings, gifted with intelligence, have ever visited the Earth, I would reply in the affirmative.
At the Academy of Science in Minsk, Dr. Vyacheslav Setsev has declared,
personally, I'm absolutely convinced that extraterrestrial creatures have stopped on our planet because of the many traces they left behind. We have not yet learned how to interpret their traces.
Only as we reach for the stars ourselves does the idea of earlier interplanetary contact with Earth become conceivable.
Man has always dreamed of rising above the Earth. Early in the age of science, he learned to fly, but it wasn't enough. He reached for the moon and found it within his grasp. The stunning advancement of rocket technology has put the entire heavens within our reach. In the course of this century, man will land on Mars, in the next one, on Venus.
How will our astronauts be welcomed when they set foot on another populated star? As enemies or as gods?
We know from recent history how primitive people react to their first confrontation with modern technology.
During the Second World War, American soldiers were sent to certain isolated islands in the South Pacific to build airfields and military installations. When the war was over, they went home.
And a very curious thing happened. The natives of these islands, isolated from the outside world, lived virtually in the Stone Age until the Americans came and went. Very soon afterwards, the natives began making straw and bamboo fetishes resembling airplanes, crude landing surfaces on their islands to tempt the visitors back.